Hi, I'm the Happy Runner. I'm from North Wales, so I'm always running up our local mountains or along our forest trails, usually in cold, rainy weather. I started running in 2016, where I trained for a half marathon. And then next year, in the same year, I did my first marathon, my first ultra marathon, and also my first 200 miler. I kind of discovered that I really like distance and never looked back. So exactly a year ago, at this very event, I ran my first backyard ultra. I before running, I absolutely hated backyard ultras, and I was always saying to my best friend Gav, like, I just don't get them. Why are people running backyard ultras? Like, why would you run an event you can't finish? Like, why would you run an event that you absolutely would get a DNF at? But I know the race director that puts on this race, and I like supporting local events. So we rocked up at the Rasselbock Backyard Ultra, and that was it. I was addicted, and I kind of haven't stopped doing them since. So I've done God's Own Backyard. I've done Goldsby Backyard Ultra, which is in Scotland, and in January, most recently, I did the Longbridge 100, which was quite a hilly one. So yeah, so in January, at my last backyard ultra, my dad came out and crewed me, which was quite special because he's always kind of like helped me from the sidelines. So it was the first race that he had come on and he had supported me throughout. So that was really special. And he's got this target at the moment that he has to reach 10,000 steps a day because he's worked out that's 10K. So I was coming back in from my yard being told from the race director that my dad was running around a table to get his steps in. And it was just like the talk of the yards. I'm used to doing really long distances and also kind of being very much a back of the pack runner. So when I do point to point races, I could be going for like 100 miles without seeing another runner or speaking to someone. So it's kind of really nice at a backyard ultra. Every single yard, you're coming back to the same start point. You're on the same start line. You're like, no matter how fast or how slow you do that yard, everyone's on the same par if they keep coming back to the start line. I think that's something that's really special with the backyard ultra. So my training hasn't gone as smoothly as I'd like it to go. I've had a few months off due to personal family circumstances. So January was kind of like the month where I was sort of like threw myself back into training. And last year I set myself the goal that I wanted to break the UK female backyard ultra record. So that is what I'm setting out to achieve. But also not kind of capping it there, just trying to keep my mind open, just trying to keep going and staying in the yard. Sometimes if you set yourself a goal, if you are fortunate enough to reach it, that's kind of like your cap point. So it's really important to be open-minded and just stay in the yard and just take it as it comes. I'm really looking forward to sharing some yards with some friends and also sharing some yards with complete strangers who I'm sure will be friends by the end of it. Oh my gosh, a horse-sized duck, because I've always wanted to pick up a horse. Is that right? A horse-sized
Oh, a
duck.
horse-sized duck.
Wait a minute, what's the question?
That would be that would be the big one. You can't really pick up a duck the size of a horse.
A duck-sized horse. Okay. Are you really asking people this? Is this for real?
Yeah. It's the most important question.
Okay, so what my answer is a duck-sized horse.
Okay.
Because I've never wanted to ride a duck. Because that would be weird. Riding anything's weird. A horse-sized duck. Is that no? A duck-sized horse. Okay, I'm ready.
Oh no, that's your answer. That is perfect.
No.
That is getting kept in.
No.